Hello friends who are new, for them welcome to the program. Who are returning users, thank you for subscribing me and welcome back. As you know, we have already built an app with the Firebase, and this app supports login, logout, and then it supports for you sign up, and it is having another feature where you can see user profile, in which you can save the profile and it will be saved on the server side, right? And once you save it, you can do whatever you want to do in this app. So today we are going to implement push notification in this. Now you may ask, what is a push notification? So if you are using an Android phone, you will see when you drag from top to bottom, you will see lot of things here. First one is the notification. First one is the settings that you can control your phone. Depending on your phone brand and model, it may be different, but typically for a certain Android model it is like same. So if you go little bottom, and you will see what it is. These are the push notifications. And why do we need to have a push notification? So see, I have not launched many apps since long time, so they are sending me these notifications, and these notifications, once you click on them, you can launch your applications. For example, if I click on, say, this weather, so it will launch the weather app, or it is launching the Google Home app, in which I can see different things. So basically I am forced to launch my application on click of notification. So this is the basic requirement. There may be other requirement that you want to show some news to your customers. Sometimes you want to download something via notification, that also you can do. And sometimes you want to communicate with your app without showing the notification. So I will tell you how to do that and how do you implement them into your code. So we will go back to Android Studio. I think so. This was the app that we had developed, and in this we will go back to, say, home activity. And first thing first, we have to go and see into the Firebase project where we had created our application. You can go into project settings and see your app. To work push notification, you have to add your SSH key that you can find by using a key tool application. So once you add your SSH key here, you can see a cloud messaging into this, and that will be inside the engage. So here you see cloud messaging, and this cloud messaging is called push notification. Okay, you can go and see the videos on Firebase what is a cloud messaging. I will just show you how to implement this. So if you click on this, how do I start, it will take you to the another page from where we can see what all libraries that we might need to integrate into our application. So if you see here, so you need to have this Google repository that already you might have if you are using a latest Android, and then you need a Google services that also we might have because we are using Firebase. And after this you will see what is the difference is that we need to include Firebase messaging. This we will copy from here, we will go back to our code, and in this we will go back to build.gradle file, and here we'll see what we have implemented. So we have implemented the Firebase BOM, UI authentication, Firebase database. Along with this I will add Firebase messaging. So technically, to work with Push notification, you just need only Firebase messaging. After you add it, you just need to sync your Gradle, and after Gradle sync, you should be able to send a push notification. There is no code is required to enable the push notification. Now we will simply run it, and once it runs, we'll see it's launching. Sometime it may take time based on your machine, and see it's building it here. So what it is doing internally, so as soon as you integrate this Firebase messaging and your application starts running, so what does it do? It talk to the Google server, get a device token onto your device, and then send this token to the Firebase, so that Firebase can store this token, and then you can communicate with this device. So now we have just launched the application. I will send this application onto the background. So application has gone. Now we'll go back to Firebase console here, and we'll say send your first message, and let me make it small so that we can see the phone along with it. Okay, so we'll say Firebase test notification, and in this we'll say this is a sample post notification, and on the right side you will see how it will look like on the phone. When you say next, you have to select the application to which you want to send it. So we have only one application, we can select that, and then we can say next. When do you want to send it? You can say now, or you can schedule for a later time. We will be sending it now. We'll say next. This is a optional where you can figure it out on based on certain criteria. For example, you want to send based on the location, or based on a age, or based on the name. There will be n number of things that you can do. Okay, so for now we are skipping this, and there are different more options if you want to send a custom data. Currently we are not sending any custom data, we are just sending a simple notification, and then we'll say review, and then we can say send, say publish, and it will send the notification. So it says it has sent the notification, and here it will say what are the stats. So how many devices we have? So I think I have only one device on which this application is running, and in my device I have disabled many things. So you see I have already received one notification because my device supports showing a push notification count. So it is saying I have received one notification, and to see this notification I have to drag it from top, and this is what we had sent, Firebase test notification, and this is a sample push notification. So technically, for activating the push notification, you don't need to write any single line of code if you are using Firebase cloud messaging framework. There you may be using a different framework that can be used by like Signal app or Amazon SNS. Those also provide this feature, but internally they will be using Google push notification only, because on Android that is the only mechanism by which you can receive the push notification. Now once you click on this, it will launch the app, right? Now we'll see if app is running, and at that time you send the notification, then what will happen? So we'll create a new notification. We'll say notification 2. We'll say this is another notification, and we can simply say next. We have to select the target. Without selecting target you can't send it, and then scheduling no, and it should be ready to be sent. Review, and then publish. Now we have sent it from here, and it should come here, but thing is that because our application is already running, so Android will not display any notification on the top. Okay, and it is showing here it has come because I have sent the application on the background, then only it will show. Now how do we handle what we had sent from here? So when application is running and I am sending the notification, I want to show something on this. How do we handle those things? To handle those, we will see if you go into this documentation, this is we have to implement a messaging service. To handle the push notification, we have to implement a service that will be extending Firebase messaging service. And why do we want to do that? Is that so that whenever we are sending a custom data from the push notification, we will be handling this into our app, and whenever our app is in the foreground, if we are not implementing this service, we can't receive any data from the Firebase FCM. So let's implement this service. For implementing this service, I will be just copying this service and we'll go back to Android Studio and we'll say here new service, and we can implement simply a service, and this service I will be calling my post service. And once we implement this, you will see some basic stuff here. I will change this service to Firebase messaging service, and we have to import this class, and I will simply delete this. So this is enough to receive the notification from FCM, but we have to register this in the manifest. I will copy paste this from here and will change this service name. This will be my post service. And once we go into my post service, there is a method that will say on message received, and here we can see remote message dot get data, and this data is key values like map of string of string. So how do we implement this? We can say map string and say data. I'll be showing you how you can debug this. So we'll implement this, and maybe we create a constant field here, yeah, and this will be the class name as a string, so that we can identify this later on like this. And I will putting a breakpoint here. So I like to debug the application while development, so that we can see what is happening inside the app. Now I have put a debug point here. I will just run the app in debug mode, and once it is running, we can see what the data is coming from the server. So it says there is a problem, and we have to go here and then see what is the problem here. Sometime you will face these kind of problems. You should know how to debug it. Now you can see what it's saying. It's saying duplicate with element declared. Okay, so we had created a service, so it might have created a service entry already. We have to see where it is. So this is already a service created here. We'll just delete the entry, and it should fix our problem. Meanwhile, we'll go back to Firebase setup, and here we can create a new notification, and in this notification I can say whatever I want to say. Say this is title, this is, I will say, notification text, and when we go, target is same, test app, then scheduling is now, conversion we are not defining, additional field. Here I will put say name is Android and we can say today and we can say it's Wednesday. Okay, so we will be receiving these two keys and two values into our code. You can see this application is not yet running, because if it is running it will be having a red button here. This gray button should be a red button. So we have to say debug, and it's installing. It's not rebuilding it because APK might already build. So you can see it's coming, waiting for debugger. Once it's connected, we'll see here in the debug mode. In the bottom you can see it's a debug mode, and now I will just send a notification from here, say review and send publish. So we send the notification. As soon as notification will come, our debugger should get activated. We'll go back and see if it is getting activated or when anything is coming. As soon as it get activated, we'll see it in the green. Yeah, it has come. Now in the data we can see what has come. Data has come with two size. One is Android and other one is Wednesday. So here you can see what has come. Now because we are having two values, keys and values, what we are seeing are the only values. So there will be keys as well here. And how will you see the key? That I think I can show you here via I don't know how to show it at the runtime. I may need to write it here data.keys and it will show me what all keys are there. So once you get this, you can display this. Now you will see there is a no notification here, and we will say continue, and now I will send the application in the background. This is in the background, and I send the same notification again from here, and think there can be a thing which we can do duplicate of this. Say duplicate notification. It will duplicate everything here, and we'll see what are the data that we are sending. We are sending name today. Name is Android, today is Wednesday. I say review, say send, and here we will wait till we get the notification. And because we are handling this in our code, it will not come here. Oh, it has come. Because why it has come? Because our application is in the background, that's why it has come here, otherwise it will not come here. Okay, and when we are in background, we are not receiving it because it is a text notification. So there are different kind of notification, like you can set as a binary notification as well, in which you will not have these text, and you can send the silent notification which will not show up here. So this is one of the way to handle this. Now what is that we want to do? Now we want to do one more thing. Say while creating the notification, we say we have a new notification target. The same notification you can send via server as well, but how to go there, I will show you that as well. Okay, so how to find out what is your application ID and those things? So you go into project setting, go into cloud messaging, and this is the key that you will need to send a notification to your device. So this is the server key and this is the sender ID that you will need to send a notification here. You can implement if you are having a website, you can implement web push certificate and do the web push notification as well. Okay, so from here what is next? Next is that we will be getting a notification from here, and then we can create different kind of notification in which you can show a image or show a button here. Okay, that will be called as a custom notifications. Now to show a custom notification, what we need, so we might want to show a image here along with a button or something like that. So what we need to do, message will be still coming into on message received into this class. So what we will be doing is that we will be going into Google custom notification and see how we can implement it. So I find out this code where it describes how to create a custom notification. I will be simply copy pasting this code from here to our Android Studio, and you will see what it needs. So it need two kind of icons here and one context. So context, maybe because it is a service itself will be a context, and we can create a channel ID here. So builder will take a string as a channel ID. We can say it's my service. This we can send it as a channel ID, and it asks for the small icon. I can simply pass whatever I have right now. So not in this, but I can have like IC launcher, that icon I have, and then it's a custom content view. So this is nothing but a layout that you can have. So here we see there are two layouts, small and large. We will be creating it here. If you go into resource layout, you can say right click, new, and layout resource. What is the name we can put? We can put a notification, a small, and we'll create a copy of this and say large, and we'll be using the same name here. So small and large, what it is saying, includes view not allowed in a remote view. Okay, this is coming because we are having, this is small, we are having a constraint layout which is not allowed here. We will go back to Google and see what is allowed in the these notifications. So we can see here this is a plain text view which might be allowed. So in my opinion, we can use the basic linear or relative layout, and it should not have any problem. And I will convert the large one also to have a relative layout. In the small one, I will be using a say linear layout, or I can simply use a linear layout in this. I will put two text, and this orientation I can keep as vertical. I will put text and match parent wrap content, and I will give an ID as a line 1, and then I can have line 2, and maybe text size I can try to put, this can be 20 and this can be 10. Okay, and once we go back here, and then we'll see, yeah, we can see this. Now as you see, we are having a notification layout. This is small, this is big. So in the small I will set notification layout dot find set text and set text view text. So how does it work out is that you have to give this, and then this will be your text. So how do you find out text is that from remote message I think we can get get message. It is not there. No worries, we can send line 1 and line 2 from here data, and from data we can say string line 1 equal to data dot get, and here we can pass line 1, and I will just copy paste the same thing, and this will be like line 2, and then I can set here line 1, and same I can do for this as a line 2 and the line 2. Let me verify if we have the same thing here. This is line 1, this is line 2, and this is my service, and we have a custom notification, and I think custom notification dot should be notify, that should show the notification. This is what we should be doing, and here I will go back to this is a build section. Similarly, we are having engage section, in that you are having cloud messaging. So in the cloud messaging I will be duplicating the first one because that was the last message sent we had sent, and here I will be passing on this. So this is my line 1, this is my line 2, and this will say Android push notification, and the second one will say custom notification, and we'll test this out. We'll run this, put a debug point here. I think we have to have a notification manager. This doesn't work like this, so maybe notification manager is there. I can say nm and get service, system service, and here you can say context dot notification service, and I think we need to do a typecast in this, cast to this, and nm dot show or notify. This is what we should be using, and first one is the ID that we need to send. I will say maybe 100, and second one is the notification. So we implemented custom notification that we need to send, and now it should be rendering on the screen. I will put a breakpoint here so that before it can get executed we can see it in the real time. I will just debug it, put a breakpoint here already there, but because code is new, it is not running, it is showing us these breakpoints are not acceptable, but as soon as we build it, it will be ready to accept these breakpoints. It will install and it will be ready for debugging. So you see app is running now. We'll go back to Firebase. We'll say review and publish. As soon as we do this, it will going to Google server. From there it will come back to our device, and we'll wait for it. Automatically, as soon as this message will come, our studio will get launched. So we have sent it. First line is Android push notification, second line is custom notification. I will say continue, not continue first. We will see whether it's having any error. It's not having any error. We will say continue, and once we drag it, you will see it here, but it is not showing anything right now. We'll see why it is not showing. we can see here text is equal to line 1, and maybe our text color is different, or that might be the case. So how it will look like, you can see it should look like this, but here I don't see it is looking like this. Maybe this background color is white and this is text. By default should come as a black only, but it is not coming. Okay, I'm not sure if this is the big one that is coming, because big one was the empty. So what I will do, I will copy paste this code from here, full one, and will paste in large notification here like this, and maybe I will put one more linear layout in this, and what will I be doing in this is that I will be creating a horizontal 2 sections. Orientation is horizontal, and we'll say gravity is center, and I will put 2 buttons here, and will not do anything but will create 2 buttons. Wrap content like this, and we'll put some text. This is my button 1, and this will be button 2. You can see how it should be how it will look like in the split or maybe design section. So this is what it should be. I will set up some gravity so that it can come in the center. So we had put the gravity where we had put, I don't know, this should be center horizontal, orientation gravity, and then we'll see how it comes out. It's coming in the center. What else? So we have to do the same thing for the big notification as well. This is expanded. I believe that may be expanded. No, it is not. We'll see. I will run this application same again, and then we'll send out same notification, and then we will see. So okay, it has not rerun the application, it's building it because we did a code change. It will get deployed here very soon. Should not take much time. And there is some problem here now. Instruction target matching is not allowed. Instruction target matching is not allowed. That I'm not aware what it is. It is having two this thing, and we can see anything else in this linear layout. This is to text view. This is, let me try it again. It is working fine or not. This error I am seeing for the first time. So far so good. It's still building, packaging, it's running now. So don't see a problem right now. There was a problem because we were having this line 2 times. Yeah, I will be sending that notification again by clicking on this and duplicating this, and we'll simply review and publish. Now this time breakpoint will not hit because it is not in the debug mode. So you will see directly that notification coming here, and we'll see whether we can see the text or not. Yeah, so you can see it has come both big text, small text, and we are having 2 buttons that both are clickable also. So this is After this you can implement on click listener for button 1 and button 2 as well, and then this is how you can show the custom notification. You can set up the image, or you can do whatever is required for your project. Now you see this notification. I just wanted to beautify this notification. This is not looking good. So what I am doing is that modifying these XMLs layout files and just putting around margin padding so that they look good. Now you see line 1, line 2 and buttons are in the center. I will just put out some maybe margin to the left will be like 16 dp, and same I can put into this, and we'll see how it will look like. It's looking little much better, and I can define the height maybe like I can say 200 dp, and then I can see on the design part it's coming little big. Maybe I can try some color, maybe say wrap content, and then here background color as a color, and maybe I will be using the Android defined color. So Android color maybe darker gray, and then see how it looks. It is looking like this. Better I will put my applications background. So drawable, not drawable, maybe launcher icon itself I can put it, so you can see a green launcher on the background, and that's all. I will just run the app again, and once notification will come, we can see this icon and the image at the correct place. So application is launching now. Application get launched. We'll go back to Firebase. We'll duplicate this first notification. We'll see 3 dots here, say duplicate, and straight bottom say publish, and we'll wait for the notification here. And soon it should come here. Hoping to get it on time, but it will totally depend on the network. So here we see this is our small notification. If I drag it, you see a big notification, buttons on center, and then big text. You can put any image. You can put this image from the network also, so there is no problem in doing that thing. I hope this will clear your some doubts. Okay, thank you. I hope you will like this project. So if you find it useful, liked it, and then subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Thank you.